Okay, Donovan's doing some flight training while he's eating his breakfast. So you asked what that is. Let me take a look, Donovan. I gotta get my glasses on. So this is a radio communication system. So you've got, if you look, you've got a lot of VHF channels.
What is that?
That's very high frequency. You've got,
What
I think,
that?
these turn each on as you push these, so you can push these. You can also move them. And then down here, I think this is for volume. This is the volume level. See how these move up and down? Do you see that? And then you can also push these buttons, and you can push these buttons up here. And then this up here, this is all about electricity. Normal, and you've got different generators, that kind of thing. We've already covered that's the ignition for the engines. Now this right here, this is where you put your wheels down. When you come in to land, this is how you put your wheels down. Right here, says the right body, left body, and this is the nose. And the wing ones, they're wired shut. You can't open those up. That's because they probably didn't have wing ones, or they were driven by the body here. So here's what you do. See, you open this safety thing. Open this safety thing, open this safety thing. Okay, you want to put your wheels down? Push all three down at once. And kaboom! You hear the wheel coming out of the wheel well. And then there's a rush of air because it's drag on the airplane. And that puts your wheels down. And then you're ready to land. And you'd have those, of course, down when you're about to take off, and when you're ready to go up. I think what you do then is press these safety things up, and these keep those toggles from being activated, I think, so that the wheels won't come down by accident when by jarring those when you're actually flying, which could be a real disaster if you're flying at high speed and thin air.
What does this do?
So those dials, those are for communications, to talk to other airplanes, to talk to air traffic control. See right there, this says ATC, which stands for air traffic control. Those are the guys in the tower and other places that watch you on radar and tell you where you are if you get lost, and make sure that you don't crash into other airplanes.
What does this do?
Well, this says voice, and this is identification. So I think, I'm not sure. I think this is probably to talk, and I think this is probably to send out a transmission, transponder transmission telling you who you are. I'm not sure, but we're going to have to look all that up. Danny's going to have to learn some of this stuff too.
What does that do?
What does that do? Okay, so that's similar. It has voice, it has both. Right now it's on both, or it could go on identification, or it could go on voice. This is called the filter. Yeah, see? That would be identification. This is both, and that's voice. So we're going to put it back on both. What do you think? Isn't that cool? Pretty cool. And got lots of cool stuff here. Remember, this is your data entry device. We've already been through that in the Airbus panel. Yep, these are some of your gauges. This is for your fuel flow. So you see the fuel flowing out of the tanks and into the engines, how fast you got the fuel flowing. This is your RPMs. This is how fast your jet engine is rotating per minute. Here's your airspeed indicator. That tells you how fast you're flying.
That does.
It's your manifold pressure, oil. And this is your altimeter right here. That shows you how high you are. And Daddy just adjusted this, but before this was at about 4,000 feet, which makes total sense because our house is at 4,000 feet. So the cabin is.
I say 9.
And see, and yeah, keep moving that. If you move that, you set that to how high you want to go, and then the plane automatically flies to there. So you can use your yoke, which is like your driving wheel, to to fly back and forth and up and down. But then if you set these automatically, the autopilot will take over and will, like right now you're setting it at 3,900 feet. So if we weren't already at 3,900 feet, that's where you would fly to. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
You guys got a lot of stuff to learn. Oh, you have vertical speed, so that's your vertical speed going up and down. See if I can get that in focus. Oh well. Anyway, so all this stuff, you guys are going to learn how to fly an airplane.